going on, everybody? Danny back here for another reaction video for you guys, man. I appreciate you guys so much stopping by the channel once again. If you guys have not, make sure you guys leave a like on the video. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button with the notification button turned on, man. Appreciate it. You guys are goated. Now, I said in my last video to where I was talking about how WWE ruined Charlotte Flair. I said I wanted to implement a little bit more into the channel besides just my weekly live streams, because I do go live and do watch-alongs for Monday Night Raw, AEW Dynamite, and SmackDown, as well as the various PLEs and the pay-per-views throughout the month or whatever. But I wanted to do more, and I think I'm going to start doing one video, posting one pre-recorded video each and every day. And I'm going to do that for the next month, and I'm going to see how my channel grows and how it adapts and how you guys are interested in it. And if you guys are, the best thing you guys can do is leave a like, leave a comment, share it around, man, on social media. I appreciate it. You guys are goated, as always. And don't forget, tonight, I'll be live at 7 o'clock Eastern time for Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw goes live on Netflix at 8 o'clock Eastern time, and we'll hang out for the first hour from 7 to 8, just chit-chatting, and then at 8 o'clock we'll watch Monday Night Raw together. It's going to be a good time. So I hope to see my usuals in the chat, and I hope to see some new faces in the chat as well. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys leave a like, hit the subscribe button with the notification bell turned on. Today we're going to be checking out another video by WrestleMania. It came out 7 hours ago. And it's 10 WWE wrestler attires that were banned. To be honest, I never knew WWE banned attire. Well, I mean, I knew they, like Muhammad Hassan, after the whole 9/11 incident that happened in New York City. A couple years later, they had a guy come, act like this terrorist kind of character or whatever, and that wasn't really well received here in America. But that's the only one, that wasn't necessarily banned. That was just, Vince McMahon and WWE realized what a shitty idea it was that soon after 9/11. But I can't really think of some instance to where a pro wrestler's attire was banned from WWE. So this is going to be really interesting to check out. And I hope you guys check it out with me. If you guys want to see the original video will be down in the description box below at the top. Appreciate you guys. Check this out, man. 10 WWE wrestlers attire that were banned. Looking forward to checking this out.
10 WWE wrestlers who were banned from wearing their own attire. Number 10, The Miz. When The Miz first debuted in WWE, he wore baggy shorts that weren't...
Bro, I kind of like this, punk rock skater version of The Miz or whatever. I like this version of Miz more than I like the Miz that we see now on WWE TV. And I kind of wish, even if for one night, I wish it would go back to this. I think it'd be weird, but cool at the same time. Like, he had that little frohawk. He had, the fucking, this looks like attire Blink-182 would wear. I mean, this is how majority of indie guys will dress today in 2025. So I think Miz, for one night, man, should go back to 2007, 2008 when he first came into WWE, man.
Remotely flattering. The likely idea behind these shorts was that they would play up to The Miz's brashy and cocky personality, but fans could just never take him seriously in the look. Interestingly, the moment The Miz ditched the shorts in favor of traditional trunks, Vince McMahon suddenly decided that The Miz was going to receive a main event push, and it was almost as if the trunks were holding him back. The former WWE champion would discuss this directly.
Well, Jesus Christ, man. Call me a little fucking asshole. Am I the only one that liked Miz when he was dressed like this? That more like punk rock? I don't know. Maybe it's just because I think outside the box. I don't know.
During a 2016 interview allegedly with Theo Von and Matthew Cole Wise. When I got backstage, one of the talent relations guys goes, "Vince loves you in trunks. You're wearing trunks from now on." I was like, I don't want to wear trunks. I don't want to wear trunks. And it's like if Vince McMahon says you're going to wear trunks from now on, you're going to wear trunks from now on. So I started wearing trunks and I haven't gone back. And McMahon was spot on with this assessment, and he was...
Hey there, I'm Austin Allison, co-founder and
Bro,
CEO
we need
of
The Miz for one night to go back
to
that, bro.
Completely justified in disliking the shorts. The Miz looked like a different wrestler overnight, and it would have been hard to accept him wrestling names such as John Cena or Randy Orton without wearing credible ring attire. Number 9, Daniel Bryan. And one of the biggest matches on the 2012 Money Bank card saw Daniel Bryan take on CM Punk for the WWE title. Bryan would wear a khaki-colored jacket for his entrance, and his attire would be a mix of colors of green, black, and red, all being present on him. Now, in typical Vince McMahon fashion, he took one look at Bryan's new attire and decided that he absolutely hated it. According to Bryan's autobiography, the former WWE chairman hated the attire so much that he got on the headset and told a member of the production to tell Bryan to take the jacket off immediately. You can actually see a member of the production team tell Bryan directly before the match to take the jacket off. Now, this type of behavior wasn't exactly rare from Vince McMahon, and it does raise
I want to see that footage,
man,
but I don't think they'll include it in here.
He just decided to wait until Bryan was actually in the ring to tell him to
take
it
AJ
off.
Lee?
Number 8,
Sam Punk's better half.
In 2014, WWE decided to have the Shield debut Bane-style masks. These looked incredible, and they gave the Shield an added edge when it came to their visual presence as a stable. Unfortunately, whilst the fans loved the new look, Vince McMahon wasn't exactly a big fan, and he decided to ban the celebrated trio from wearing the masks. A Shield member, Dean Ambrose, will reflect on this ban during an appearance on Talk Is Jericho. "Like the Shield mask that we wore for big shows, Vince hated it," said Moxley. "Even though we would have sold millions of it, we had these cool Sub-Zero ninja masks. We busted them out at WrestleMania and we look cool. I'm not gonna lie. The next night..."
I'm not gonna lie, man. That was one creative blunder that Vince McMahon did of many. They should have kept the mask, bro. Think about how much money you could have fucking made. Would have been a game changer, bro. You're not really gonna expect the 7-year-old man to fucking know what's cool in 2025. Or 2012, or 2012, whatever the fuck this was.
Vince was just furious. "We can't see our faces. Get rid of the masks." The merchandise guys were like mortified. They were already coming up with designs and were like, "We're gonna sell billions of these." And Vince was like, "No, you can't sell see billions, their faces." Bro. We did it on Australia again, and boy, they got pissed again. Vince just hated those masks. But this was an incredibly bizarre stance from Vince McMahon, as the trio went wrestling in the masks, so it wasn't like the fans couldn't see their faces when the action commenced. Sometimes Vince just left money on the table, right?
Those masks
Number
were
7,
cool as
Karrion
shit.
Kross.
Oh
now,
my god, man.
Plans for
Spartacus! That's what he was like, man. Wearing that fucking, that ninja-like outfit with the fucking warrior mask. Remember when he fucking got beat by fucking Jeff Hardy in 15 minutes, or 15 seconds? When he was the NXT champion, by the way. Might I add.
Man, as the trio went wrestling in the masks, so it wasn't like the fans couldn't see their faces when the action commenced. Sometimes Vince just left money on the table, right? Number 7,
did, 100%.
Karrion Kross. Now, upon making creative plans for Karrion Kross on the main roster, logic would dictate that the most sensible thing to do was present the same version of Kross that was overwhelmingly a success on NXT. Ultimately, Vince McMahon decided against this, as he decided to strip away every element of Kross's NXT persona and presentation, and this included his in-ring attire. Now, it's unknown what McMahon's direct issue with Kross's old NXT attire was, and it was basically just standard trunks, but McMahon insisted that it should be scrapped immediately. Kross would be forced to wear the worst attire in recent memory, as he would wear suspenders and even a hideous helmet to the ring.
Bro, this was such an embarrassment, man. Jesus Christ, look at this fucking guy, man. Who thought that was a great idea? This is why Vince McMahon had to get the fuck out, bro. That's exactly why. You tell somebody that Vince McMahon needs to get the fuck out of creative, they ask why, you show them a picture of Karrion Kross. Look at this fucking gimp.
Naturally, this was all McMahon, and according to the former NXT champion during
an
interview on Conan,
I wonder if anybody knows where this fucking helmet is. Let me know. I'm just curious. Not that I wanted it or anything. I'm just curious. Did they fucking take it out to the back alley and burn it in Stanford? I want to know.
Podcast, McMahon thought the infamous look was quote-unquote
guy looks like
badass.
Fucking Gimp Shredder.
This whole concept that people saw on the main roster with the outfit and all that was literally given to me in an email.
I don't know what's worse, that or fucking Bearcat Keith Lee.
Basically, these were ideas that were collaboratively thought of, and T. McMahon was a part of it. So that was how it was basically brought to my attention. Then when the outfit was ready, I put it on and I asked him what he thought of it, and he said it looked badass. Thankfully, when Kross was rehired by Triple H, all of these dreadful elements were scrapped and Kross was permitted to return to his old attire. Number 6, Batista. One of the colors that Vince McMahon often took issue with was white. Notably, in 2005, McMahon didn't like the fact that Batista was wearing white trunks, and he even claimed that the WWE legend looked like he was wearing diapers. Now, white gear can be hit or miss, but Batista always executed the gear extremely well, and he definitely didn't look like he was wearing any type of diaper. Interestingly, this was around the time period in which Triple H ditched his special white boots that we would bring out for big matches. Was this a McMahon call, or did the game know that McMahon would take issue with the boots if they became a regular fixture of the game's ring attire? Number 5, Chris Jericho.
Chris
When Chris
Jericho.
Jericho embarked on the heel turn in 2008, he decided to overhaul everything that connected him with the audience in a positive way, and this included his iconic ring attire. Jericho would debut trunks, and Jericho looked vastly different. It took a while for fans to accept Jericho in a new
Not gonna lie, bro. I prefer Jericho wearing the pants. Like, not everybody needs to look like they're wearing. Not everybody needs to be wearing a fucking Speedo. Like, I feel like that's one thing that needs to get out of pro wrestling, because like a grown man wearing a fucking Speedo is just fucking weird. Like, I don't care who you are, it's just weird, man. Like, wear pants, wear fucking shorts. It's this kind of outfit that makes me embarrassed to be a pro wrestling fan, because when you like somebody that's like on the outside that doesn't quite know, they're like, oh, you like pro wrestling? You like watching a dude in his underwear? Like, it's just fucking weird. It makes me really uncomfortable. I fucking hate these things, man. They need to burn 1,000 deaths.
look. Vince McMahon was a major fan of the new look, especially because it showed off Jericho's legs for the first time in his WWE run. It was therefore likely McMahon's call that Jericho's new look stay for the long term, and this would have been why Jericho never reverted back during the rest of his WWE run. Number 4, Jerry the King Lawler. Now, it's not just active wrestlers who can be banned from wearing certain items of clothing, as in 2014, Vince McMahon was appalled by Jerry Lawler's decision to wear a gold Elvis-style t-shirt to the commentary table. Now, in all fairness to Vince McMahon, the t-shirt wasn't exactly
man, leave
flashing
Jerry
on the
Lawler
eyes,
alone,
and the
bro.
t-shirt
Dude's
would
a
never be
legend.
seen again, as McMahon no doubt told Lawler to never wear it on TV again. Number 3, Seth Rollins. Our fans went crazy for Seth Rollins' white
Here
gear
we
at the
go.
2015
Vince McMahon taking
SummerSlam
issue with
pay-per-view,
fucking white
but
again.
unfortunately, Vince McMahon hated it so much that he
I feel like
insisted
Vince
that
was
Rollins
secretly
should
racist.
never wear it again. This was revealed
He hates
directly
anybody
by
wearing
Seth
white.
Rollins during a fan signing, and he was highly critical of McMahon's call. No, Vince wouldn't let me wear it, because he's a weird old man who doesn't understand that people think it's the coolest gear they've ever seen. Yeah, he doesn't get it. I get that question more than anything else. What does that mean? It's just huge, man. People love it. I think it's in the archive. I gave it to our archivist guy. He puts it up at all the accesses and stuff. This was just another case of McMahon letting his personal preference get in the way of what
Vince McMahon's
fans
a
actually
weird
wanted.
old man, bro.
It's a shame that this
Seth Rollins
2015
couldn't
year
have
was one
said
of
it any
Rollins'
better.
defining looks. Number 2, Kane. Number 4,
Kane.
Kane was wrestling regularly on TV and pay-per-views. He would have trial runs with a character on live events. This was WWE's way of seeing what worked and, more importantly, what didn't with the character. One of the more unique elements that Kane had during the live event run was a cape. Kane looked like a comic book villain, and it didn't suit the demonic character that WWE were going for, especially with them ushering in the Attitude Era. Kane's cape was scrapped by the time he had made his entrances on TV, and this was no doubt Vince McMahon's executive call to scrap the cape and make sure nothing similar was present on the Big Red Machine's entrance look. And number 1, Roman Reigns. Roman
Reigns on
decided to
this
make a
list twice?
significant change to his attire in the 2017 Fastlane pay-per-view.
Bro, the tribal chief on this list twice, man. First with the Shield, now on singles.
For his match against Braun Strowman, he would debut a white trim on his vest, as well as debut black sneakers with white soles. A fan response to the look was mixed, however, this didn't matter, as it would be the first and only time that Reigns would use the look. Naturally, Reigns would confirm during an interview with the Not Sam podcast that Vince McMahon heavily disliked the change in appearance. I've pretty much matched up my soles because I'll wear different colors with the black. I had the white on the vest and gloves and stuff, and they had a white trim on it. It matched up with the white soles, and I thought
Bro, Vince McMahon has a weird thing about fucking people wearing white. Like, I've noticed that in this entire fucking video.
it looked sweet. One person didn't, and he's a very important person, so... Now, the idea of Reigns wearing a different color for each major matchup was indeed an exciting concept, but McMahon was evidently of the belief that the babyface version of Reigns should just stick to the standard black color scheme and never deviate. Thankfully for Reigns under the leadership of Triple H,
I mean, that's kinda
he was
weird, bro.
more lenient when it comes to his in-ring look and presentation. Reigns has experimented with different colors
Now
over
he's a
the
tribal
past few
chief,
years,
man.
and even debuted new sneakers in his in-ring attire for his match with Solo Sikoa on the Raw on Netflix premiere. But there you have it, folks. 10 WWE wrestlers who were banned from wearing their own attire. Be sure
Bro, I mean, that was kind of weird, not even gonna lie. Like, I don't know what anybody else thinks about that. I just think Vince, like, one thing that we've learned in this entire video is the fact that Vince McMahon has a weird fetish about not wanting anybody wearing white. It's fucking strange, man. That old kind of glad that old guy's gone, man. As much good as he did in pro wrestling, like, you know, he's the one that made pro wrestling what it is today. But I feel like he also harmed it a lot as well. Not only for his extracurricular activities, but I mean, there's a lot of cool things, like with the shield masks. Those would have made a fucking killing. My guy just imagine putting millions of dollars in a fucking one of those 5-gallon drums or whatever and just fucking lighting that bitch on fire. It's pretty much what he did. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section below. I appreciate you guys so much. You guys are good, man. I love checking out videos like this, and I hope you guys like checking them out along with me. If you want to watch this video by yourself, it'll be at the top of the description. Make sure you guys check that out. And I'll be live again tonight for Monday Night Raw at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Monday Night Raw goes live on Netflix at 8 o'clock. We'll be live at 7, hang out, chit-chat for a little bit before the show starts. It's going to be a good time, so I hope you guys tune in. Make sure you guys leave a like on the video. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button with the notification button on. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.